Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV once again. Tonight, race number 2 of 3, or broadcast 2 of 3, here for the World of Thunder Racing League at the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways, dirtfan.com. And it is time for the UMP modifieds. And yes, we are short track racing. We are here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Currently in practice, D1RT. Post 1, 2, 3, and 4 positions. About 48 drivers signing into the pit area for tonight's race. And we are about to go heat racing action. No qualifying, straight into about 6 heat races, I believe. We'll confirm that in just a moment's time. But first, let's take a look right now at heat number 1 and your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Six heat races will be correct. 8 laps the distance, top 3 to the main event. The winner will go into the redraw. We'll have the redraw during the A main. Heat race number 1, Jason Skinner, the principal, will start on pole. On his outside, Jeff Klopstein will start position 2. Derek Medley will line up at a position number 3. Alan Gates will line up at a position number 4. Position number 5, it's going to be Jared Shipley, and Logan Rumsey will start position number 6. Mason Turner will start position 7. And Austin Yarbrough will line up out of position number 8. And that is your 8-car field here for heat race number 1 of the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series. Presented by dirtfan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. Trevor, once again, we're doing good. Thank you for joining us and coming back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Privileged to have everybody here watching on the UDTV Facebook page, YouTube channel, and of course live on the dirtfan.com's Facebook page, and also the World of Thunder Racing League, their Facebook page as well. Green flag set to fly here off turn number 4. And Jason Skinner will lead the field down into 1 and 2 for the first of 8 circuits around Limaland. Klopstein in second position. Then we go back and have a look at third right now. Mason Turner trying to come through on the bottom side, but right now Alan Gates holds on to that third position in car number 37. Medley back there in the 4th spot right now. See if any one of these drivers can, outside of the top 3, can they make it into the top 3. Mason Turner, the 7K, trying his hardest on the bottom side of the racetrack. Right now you're watching Klopstein in the 30 machine on the outside, car into the outside wall in 3 and 4. And now Skinner starting to come under pressure right now from the 30 of Jeff Klopstein. Principal Skinner right now. Jason Skinner out in front, halfway home, 4 down, 4 to run. Here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Fixed setup racing at its finest. Klopstein to the inside, looking for the race lead. Not going to happen. He's trying to nuke the race lead. Klopstein and Skinner around the outside. Skinner hard into the wall. And Skinner now will cut back underneath Klopstein out of turn 4. Klopstein's got the lead into turn number 1, but here comes Skinner back to the inside. That is a horrible camera. 3 and 4 for the penultimate time, and Skinner has the momentum and the advantage by half a car. Then Klopstein slides up in front of him, but here comes Skinner back to the outside. Slide job for the race lead. Oh, Skinner, final opportunity. He's not going to get there. Skinner, Klopstein will get the win ahead of Skinner. Gates home in 3rd. Yarbrough, Rumsey, Medley, Turner, and Shipley in 8th. Oh boy, oh boy. What better way to open up the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modifieds. Heat 1 was fantastic. David, thank you for that share. Appreciate it. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 2. starting on pole in car number 28, it's Tyler McGoldrick, and for Swindell Speed Lab, the 00, Kendall Tucker starts position number 2. Matthew Fazell will start position 3. Jeffrey Herrick will start position number 4. Position number 5, it's going to be Gavin Jordan and Brett Lederhoff. At a position at number 6 for Big Show Promotions, Hayden Cardwell will start position 7th. And Big Bad Mean Gene Wolf will start position number 8. So again, the winner will go through to the redraw. Second and third also locking themselves into tonight's A main. It's time to get after it. Pace track, you see, moving to the infield there. And McGoldrick has command of the field. Green flag is out. We're underway. Tucker to the race lead. Oh, car into the wall and upside down. I believe that is Herrick in the 49 machine. Cardwell coming from the back of the bus to get up to position number 3 at the moment. He slide jobs Fazell slide jobs Cardwell into turns 1 and 2. Cardwell going to return the favour. McGoldrick in the 7 machine, sitting in that second position right now and trying to run down your leader, Kendall Tucker. It's still Swindell Speed Labs, Kendall Tucker leading this field. 4 down, 4 to run. Heat race number 2, the Hub Sim Racing giveaways, UMP Modified Series. McGoldrick under all sorts of pressure from Cardwell. Cardwell slides up, McGoldrick taps the wall. He will come and tuck in behind the 7 machine. So a couple of 7 sitting in second and third. Matthew Fazell back there in 4th. And Lederhoff in position number 5 for Big Show Promotions. In fact, they've got their chili roll coming up in about a week and a half. Final lap for Kendall Tucker. Geez, lap will really go quickly here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Kendall Tucker victorious, going through to the redraw. Cardwell 2nd, Tyler McGoldrick 3rd, Matthew Fazell 4th, Brett Lederhoff in 5th, Gene Wolf in 6th. You go back to Gavin Jordan, finally coming home in 7th with Jeffrey Herrick, finishing upside down on lap number 1, home in 8th position. Heat 2 complete, heat number 3. Cars taken to the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Yes to what, Steve? On pole in car number 00, Billy Brickley, Clay Devon for D1RT will start position 2. Craig Adamsack will start position number 3. Position number 4, it's going to be Jesse Hare. Position 5, it'll be Dalton Cloyd, Dustin Hall at a P6, James Grace at a 7th, and Kenneth Payne lining up at a position number 8. Don't worry about Max, it's Kenneth Payne. Kenneth Payne 1 and Kenneth Payne 2. So a 30-lap main event tonight here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Could get very tricky and interesting with how the caution laps not counting situation goes. Green flag is out. Billy Brickley leading us to turn number 1 and 2. Clay Devon rides in 2nd. Big wreck in turn number 1 and 2. But no yellows in the heat races, so we stay green right now. Clay Devon trying to look for the race lead over Brickley, but Brickley looking good at the moment through the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Adamsack in the 97 machine rides in the 3rd position. That's a light blue car on screen to the top side into turn number 3 and 4. Devon holding on to position number 2. And so you're starting to feel the pressure from Adamzak in that third spot. Then you go back to Dalton Cloyd, James Grace, and Kenneth Payne. Dustin Hall 7th, Jesse Hare back on pit road already. I tell you what, Brickley doing a fantastic job as Devon to the inside. Slide job. No, there was contact. And he takes the lead. I think he tried to back out of it and just didn't leave enough room for Brickley to come back up on the inside. Brickley slams into the door, the 97 of Adamzak. And that forces Grace and Dalton Cloyd to come together. And that brings Kenneth Payne up to position number 4. Kenneth Payne in second spot right now. Sorry, 4th position right now on the first car to miss out on a direct transfer from this heat race. You need to be inside the top 3. 2 to run for Clay Devon. He thunders down your back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. White flag flies here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. You know how he rolls, and he likes to roll the top side into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Clay Devon victorious and going through to the redraw. Going through to the main event as well is also Billy Brickley home in second spot. Craig Adamzak third. In fact, it's going to be James Grace in third, Dalton Cloyd, Craig Adamzak in 4th and 5th, Dustin Hall, Kenneth Payne, and Jesse Hare to round out the 8 cars in heat race number 3. Boy, that had it all. Some high drama, high stakes drama here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Heat race number 4. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole for D1RT, that'll be Jim Emery on his outside. Position 2, Cody Heron. Barry Sorensen will start out of position number 3. Jarrett Bolyard will line up out of position number 4. Position number 5, it'll be Tristan Carman. Position 6 belongs to Chase Williams. 7th position will be Tyler Batten, and lining up out of position number 8, that'll be Devin Thompson. Again, not sure why these cameras go blurry. I have to go back through and fix these up. Alright, here we go. Jim Emery, Cody Heron on the front row. Jeff, thank you for that follow. We appreciate it. We're going green flag action. Emery got a good start down your back straight away for the first of 8 circuits around Limaland. For heat number 4, Sorensen sliding up in front of Heron, but Heron back to the outside. Here comes Bolyard and Carmen. Oh, contact for the lead. Sorensen now 3 wide nearly into turns 3 and 4. Jim Emery. Oh, you hate to see it, but look who has got the best run in that one. Cody Heron and Tristan Carman. Tristan Carman, 2 laps ago, he was in 5th position. Now he's in the race lead. Barry Sorensen back there in 2nd spot. And Tyler Batten, the 33 machine, holds down 3rd spot on the top side of the circuit. You go back to Cody Heron, who's now back to 4th. Jim Emery in 5th. Devin Thompson 6th on the bottom. Jared Bolyard down low. And Chase Williams in the 8th through the middle. Nearly 3 wide. Emery trying to get a run. It's Heron sliding up in front of Jim Emery. Emery back to the inside. Emery with a slide job on the 92 machine. But the battle is on for the race lead. Carmen and Sorensen. 2.5 to run as they rocket down into 3 and 4 to complete lap number 6. You see behind him Jim Emery still throwing some big slide jobs to try and get back into the top 3. The 92 just parks it in front of him. And Heron going to fall back to 7th and 8th position. White flag is out. Tristan Carman 2 turns away from being in the redraw. He looks good through turns 3 and 4, but here comes Sorensen up on the inside. No, Tristan Carman victorious. Barry Sorensen second, Tyler Battenhome in third, Jim Emery in fourth. Devin Thompson rounds out the top 5. Jarrett Bolyard, Chase Williams and Cody Herron in positions number 6, 7 and 8. And heat 5 is complete, I believe that was. Might be heat 4. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. That was heat 4. I apologise. This is heat 5. We get set for heat number 5. Mason Crawford will start on pole with Hub Sim Racing giveaways. UMP Modified Series presented by DirtFan.com and World of Thunder. Shad Prescott will start position number 2. Position 3, Dustin Bohannon. At a position number 4, it'll be Stephen Calavoda. Position number 5, it'll be Drew Phillips and David Moore will line up at a position number 6. Chris Fisher at a position number 7. Dylan Fox to line up at a position number 8. Strange looking dirt. You used to red clay down there in Georgia. Yeah, look, not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen red clay here in Sydney. Or at any racetrack that I've been to for that matter. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. Or if you want to watch it on YouTube, go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button. Heat number 5 is underway. And Prescott and Crawford. Hate that camera angle, why it goes blurry like that. Apologise, try and get that fixed. Or we'll just go to a different camera angle altogether. Prescott will lead lap number 1, 7 to run. In heat number 5, Calavoda riding in the second position. Here comes Bohannon there. After starting position 3, he's fallen back to 6. Chris Fisher, in fact, now work on the bottom side of the racetrack. Fisher down low through 1 and 2. Then you go back to Dylan Fox in fifth position. 2 spots out of a transfer at the moment. But again, those 2 positions, they are right in front of him, and he almost makes it 3-1. In fact, will make it 3-1 through turn number 1 and 2. And Fisher now going to move into position 3. Calavoda shuts it on Fox down into turn number 3. They made contact. No harm, no foul. But the drivers riding in 4th and 5th position. Prescott and Crawford starting to drive away from Fisher in 3rd. Calavoda trying to slide himself through turn number 3 and 4. Dylan Fox nowhere to go at this stage into 1 and 2. Has to tuck in behind the 27. He'll have to try and make it stick very shortly. He might even have to just try and commit to the bottom side. 4th and 5th battle on screen. Absolutely fantastic. And look at that. As calm as you like. As cool in the 999. Dylan Fox works down low. And he will take over 4th position. But time is really starting to run out for the 999. Looks like he will start somewhere near the front of the B mains. As the white flag flies. The checkered flag flies this time by Shad Prescott. Victorious ahead of Mason Crawford. Chris Fisher home in 3rd, Dylan Fox 4th, Stephen Calavoda 5th, Drew Phillips in 6th, Dustin Bohannon 7th, and David Moore in position number 8. That is heat number 5 complete. Your 6th and final heat race getting set to take to the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. On pole for the final heat race of the night, it'll be Tanner Fold. On his outside, Jordan Casey to start position number 2. Adam Homerding will start position number 3. Nicholas Brooks will line up at a position number 4. Position number 5 belongs to Randy Kent. On his outside, Cody Shands. Dylan Wilson will start position 7, and Bryson Daffin, who will start position number 8. Drivers getting the Wonder Green signal. We're also getting word from race control. Let's have a nice clean race, fellas. Tanner Folds getting set. Green flag is out. 8 cars, 8 laps. Heat number 6. Final heat of the night before our 2B mains. And look at Casey immediately to the race lead down into 3 and 4. Keep an eye on Daffin and Wilson, who were coming from row number 4. And there is the 80 machine up on the inside. He's up to position 5. You're watching the 24 on screen of Nicholas Brooks down into turns 3 and 4. Look at Daffin literally cutting the infield to try and make some advances forward, trying to pick up spots 3 wide through 1 and 2. Folds, Brooks, and Wilson. Now here comes Wilson. On the inside, he gets 4th. Can he get 3rd? Homerding in the 2nd position right now, the number 42 machine. So the 42s, they run 1st and 2nd. Folds nearly gets into the back of Homerding. Wilson clips that inside U-tire. Now Folds trying to get by Homerding in the 42 machine. They both get into the wall. Books back there in 5th as well, the green and white machine. You see how tricky it is to run the top, especially coming out of turn number 2. That opening, and then you get that wall down the back straight away. Through 3 and 4, 6 in the books, 2 to run. And this battle for the final transfer spot is still up for grabs. The 15 now, the 15X of Tanner Folds holds on over Dylan Wilson. But for how much longer can he make that car work on the top side? White flag is out, and Wilson had it that time by, so Wilson having no choice but to make the bottom side work into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out. Casey gets the win. 2nd will go to Homerding. 3rd is going to be Dylan Wilson. Just home ahead of Tanner Folds in 4th. In fact, it'll be Brooks, Daffin, Folds, Kent, and Shands. So our 6 heat races are complete. Now it's time for the first of 2 B mains on the program here tonight. Let's take a look. B main number 1 at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Ten laps will be the distance. The top 3 will go on to your A main. Austin Yarborough will start on pole. On the outside of the front row, Dalton Cloyd. Dylan Fox will start position 3. Logan Rumsey will line up at a position number 4. Position 5 will be Craig Adamzak, and lining up at a P6, it'll be Stephen Calavoda. Starting 7th is going to be Mason Turner. On the outside of him in position number 8, that'll be Dustin Hall. Position number 9, it'll be Drew Phillips and Derek Medley lining up at a position number 10. Kenneth Payne at a position 11. Dustin Bohannon at a position 12. We go back to Jared Shipley and Jesse Hare along with David Moore to round out this 15-car field. Can tell you, Rumsey and Jesse Hare didn't make the call for B main number 1, so their night for the UMP side is done. 13 cars taken to the track in B main competition. B main number 1. 10 laps, top 2 advancing. We'll have 2 B mains. We'll have the redraw. We'll have an ad break. And then we'll get set for a 30-lap A main here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Austin Yarborough and Dalton Cloyd getting set to lead us to the drop of the green flag. And there it is. Green flag is out. And we are underway in B main number 1. Lap number 1 belongs to Austin Yarborough in the 51 machine. Looks good on the bottom side. Dylan Fox continuing to work low. Maybe learn something from Dylan Wilson in heat number 6. Cloyd now through the middle. Calavoda in 4th position. Again finds himself on the outside looking in that number 27 machine. Remember, only the top 3, they will advance. Fox continues to pressure Cloyd down low in 3 and 4. Cloyd through the middle along with Yarborough, your race leader. There is a top, there is a bottom, and there is a middle line at the moment. Fox will slide up in front of Cloyd. That gives an opportunity right now for Calavoda. Can he make something stick? Because here comes Dustin Hall. Hall trying to make something happen down into turn number 3 and 4. Clyde with a slide on Fox, but Fox too fast, too good and too strong. On the outside, Calavoda's got an opportunity, smashes the wall. Simultaneously there with an identical timing there between Calavoda and Dalton Cloyd. As Dustin Hall, 6 laps in, 4 laps left to run. As Hall trying to put the moves there, puts a slider on Stephen Calavoda. Calavoda coming back after Dustin Hall into turns 3 and 4. They rub paddles and both cars around. One car upside down, gets back on all fours. And we stay green. Nope, there is the yellow. The yellow flag flies here, and we are going to be set for a green-white checker here at the Limaland Motorsports Park, B Main number 1 for the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series. I couldn't tell you what round we're on because I just simply don't have a clue. What better way than to check out the World of Thunder website, WOTRL.com. Of course, their sponsors, DirtFan.com, iCore, Ultimate Dirt TV, and $1 Million Motorsports. Let's take a look at the schedule page. I don't even know what date we're on. 9th. Apparently this is week number 4. Oh, here we go, back to green. Green-white checker. Yarborough, Fox and Cloyd were the top 3. And they stayed that way for the moment. Adam Zach coming now into position number 4. Here comes Fox for the race lead. Slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Yarborough turns underneath. Oh, Fox made a massive mistake. Cloyd comes through as well. Talk about a stroke of luck. Austin Yarborough, not the stroke of luck, but he was good against the wind. Oh, stroke of luck for Dylan Fox. He was all but gone. And comes back to save it. In turns 1 and 2, comes back with a second. Dalton Cloyd home in third, sorry. And those 3 drivers, they will book their ticket to the big dance for a 30-lap main event. We've still got one more B main to come. Alright, B main number 2. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, B main number 2, Matthew Fazell. On his outside, it'll be Jim Emery. Nicholas Brooks will line up out of position number 3. Brett Lederhoff out of position number 4. Position 5, it'll be Devin Thompson with Bryson Daffin lining up out of position 6. Position number 7, that'll be Gene Wolfe and Jarrett Bolyard will line up out of position number 8. Position number 9, it'll be Tanner Folds and Gavin Jordan out of position number 10. Chase Williams out of position 11. Randy Kent out of position 12. And then we go back to our final 3 starters. Jeffrey Herrick out of position 13th. Cody Heron out of 14th. With Cody Shands lining up out of position number 15. Alright, here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway. B main number 2. Look at it already. 3 wide there through turn number 1 and 2. For that third and final transfer position. Brooks up on the inside in the white and green machine. Bryson Daffin going around. I guess we're going to see a yellow here in just a moment. There it is. Yellow flag flies. Jim Emery and Matthew Fazell having a good battle up front, I've got to say. Well, this yellow is out. Yeah, just going to take a short break. Alright, lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. So caution laps counting during these B mains. They will not count in the main event. I don't believe anyway. So we've got the front row double file, everybody else is single file. You go with what works. Lederhoff in third right now. The Big Show Promotions, the number 19 machine. Can he make it into the Big Show? Looking down low into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide now. Jim Emery on the outside for Zell. In the middle of that 3 wide battle that was happening in turns number 1 and 2. Now it's a 2 wide battle for second and third. Lederhoff and for Zell. And here comes Books in the 24 machine. 2 and a bit to run. It'll be 2 to run this time by. And Lederhoff has second right now. And coming after your race leader, showing some good car speed. He was a 10th and a half quicker than your leader on the previous lap. We'll see how he fares with 1 lap left to run. 9 down. And we are just now 2 turns away from finding out the 3 drivers that are going to go into the main event. And that'll be Jim Emery getting the win. Yeah, just. Over Brett Lederhoff in second. Third is going to be Matthew Fazell. Then we go back to Jarrett Bolyard, Tanner Folds, Devin Thompson, Mean Gene Wolf, Chase Williams, Jeffrey Herrick, and Cody Shands rounding out the top 10. As we all know what time it is right now, and if you don't, well, you're about to find out, because it is now time for our redraw.
All right, 6 drivers, you ready?
No, not really, but I could be.
Good luck to me. All right. Car number 30, Jeff.
How many cars do we have? 6, eh?
6,
Yep. All right. I'm ready. Steve, I'm ready.
All right, car number 30.
P5.
Car number 00, Kendall Tucker.
P6.
Car number 84, Clay Devin.
P3.
Car number 4, Tristan Carmen.
P2.
Car number 14, Shad.
P4.
Car number 42, Jordan Casey.
P1.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, what we learned from that one, Jordan Casey will start on pole. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. You are watching the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modifieds. all know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you back to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series. It is a main time. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. First 6 positions will be jumbled a bit because of the redraw. Jeff Klopstein, Kendall Tucker, Clay Devon, Tristan Carmen, Shad Prescott, and Jordan Casey. Positions 7 on back is correct. Jason Skinner and Hayden Carwell out of positions 7 and 8. 9th is going to be Billy Brickley, Barry Sorensen out of position number 10. 11th is Mason Crawford, Adam Hommerding out of position 12. 13th is going to be Alan Gates. 14th will be Tyler McGoldrick. 15th is going to be James Grace. Tyler Batten starts position 16. Chris Fisher out of 17. Dylan Wilson, P18. 19th, Austin Yarbrough. Jim Emery out of position 20. Dylan Fox, 21st. 22nd, Brett Laderhoff. Dalton Cloyd, 23rd. Matthew Fazell, position number 24. That is your 24A main starting. In fact, make that 23 because Tyler McGoldrick, he did not grid. And he is done for tonight for the UMPs. It is a main event time here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Just like you've seen in the Super Late Models, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see 35 laps on the ticker on the top left under the iRacing logo. The first 5 laps are to get these drivers from the redraw into their correct positions. They'll pace around for a lap. They'll get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsport. They will get into a 4-wide salute. Once they're in that 4-wide salute, they'll roll around for a lap and a half or 2. Once we get to lap number 5, that is when we are going to be going green flag racing. So you will essentially see 30 green flag laps as Tyler McGoldrick coming out onto the racetrack after missing the grid. I dare say that he may be given an EOL for that one. Alright, you see the drivers on the inside and outside making their way. The drivers in the middle, ladies and gentlemen. You have officially been thunderstruck for tonight for the World of Thunder iRacing League. It is the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series. And there is no better sight in all of motorsports than a 4-wide salute. Watch these cars just idling in the 4-wide salute into turns 3 out of turn number 4. Could be better for the front row, but they have officially broken away from that formation. They've been told to get into their original starting positions. I wonder if we're going to see any fireworks throughout here. Alright, here we go. It's time to get dirty for 30. The Hub Sim Racing Giveaways A-Main is underway, and Jordan Casey going to lead us for the first of 30 circuits around Limaland. Devon up on the inside on Tristan Carmen as they make their way into turns 3 and 4 for the first time. Jordan Casey will lead lap number 1. Carmen in second. Prescott back there in third. Kendall Tucker fourth. In fact, Kendall Tucker in fifth, but he's right on the top side. The fourth car in a line to be up there. Clay Devon continues to work low in the speedway. Trying to hold on to a top 5 position for the moment. These laps going by very quickly at the moment. In the low to mid 14-second times. Devon now in a 3-wide battle. Cardwell tries to force Tucker over the fence. Tucker will cross underneath the slide job there. Tucker gets back to fourth, gets back to the top shelf. Little contact with the wall. Tristan Carmen doing a good job so far here in the opening 5 laps of this main event. 25 to run. How will he sustain the pressure from the likes of Jordan Casey, Kendall Tucker? Let's find out. But the Mark M Designs number 4 machine. Here goes Prescott. Slide job on Carmen. Carmen quickly turns it underneath him. And now here comes Tucker thinking about getting into maybe doing a slider there. But Carbell just ran into the back of him there. I tell you what, Kendall Tucker being pushed around by a kid. I'm sure that Kendall will be liking that one. The yellow flag is out for the first time as the 26 of Dalton Cloyd and the 51 of Austin Yarbrough. So this is going to make things interesting here. Again, do not worry about the ticker when we are just pacing around. 42 of Prescott, your leader. This does go back to the last recorded lap. Lights are at James Grace in the 269. Just been given an EOL, I believe. He's about to pull this car to the infield. Not going green this time. I'll wait for that 269 machine to now go around the field. So D1RT in a good spot in first and third. Double file, the lights are out. Of course, those extra couple laps, well, because the lights stayed on the pace track, we didn't lose any laps, so we are still 23 laps away from finding out a victor here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. They get back on the gas. Aiden Carver literally doing what Daffin did in the heat race, cutting underneath those U tyres and trying to gain an advantage. Geez, 3 wide, Carmen, Prescott, and Cardwell again using the inside of the surface. He just wheels Carmen out of the way, and now that allows Kendall Tucker to come up on the inside as Carmen. Does he go for the payback? Not sure whether he tried to go for payback or not, but if he did, it didn't quite work out. But 3 wide, Devin, Tucker, and Carmen, and you've got to feel sorry for Carmen. He's been pushed around, and he certainly had his candy taken away from him for the top spot. 20 laps to go in tonight's main event. It's Jordan Casey to lead from Shad Prescott. Oh, car upside down, Kendall Tucker. That was a huge ride. Kendall Tucker in the 00. This is worth the wicked cushion instant replay. This was massive. Jeez, the 19. That actually looked bigger than that when I first had a look at it. Mason Crawford in the 119. So back to live video coverage here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. The lights are still flashing, which means we are not ready to go back to green just yet. We should be going around one more time. And we're going to have 18 to run. Alright, here we go. Back underway. Down into 3 and 4. Casey. And Prescott right on the top side of the racetrack through 3 and 4. Casey still has the lead. Slider there from Cardwell. Good move back from Casey to get back to the inside now. Oh, just like we've seen a number of drivers do already. They take that inside line and they get underneath the tyres. Yellow flag flies, and again we go back to the last quarter lap, and I think Cardwell may just have it here. No point racing the start finish line, boys. The yellow's already been called. Race Control certainly got their hands full tonight. Action all over this Limaland Motorsports Park. So it looks to be lights out. Cardwell and Casey, the top two. Prescott trying to time this restart. Green flag's back out. Cardwell slider straight into turn number 1 and 2. Casey will turn it underneath as they race down the back straightaway. A little contact there on the back stretch, but again, wasn't either driver's fault. They were just trying for the same bit of real estate. Carver continues now to lead down into turn number 1 and 2. We've got 15 to run, so officially halfway home. On to lap number 23, I believe it was, or 22 right now. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So the 410 wing sprint cars up in about 45 minutes time if we can't get 13 laps and interviews done in at least 20 minutes time. And there is some real issues with these drivers. Again, we know it is short track racing, but we'll see how it all plays out. Casey trying to get an advantage on the restart. Man, D1RT. I'm going to feel bad for Cardwell there because D1RT just swallowed him up straight away. And immediately the yellow flag has been thrown. And I dare say that we are going to have a complete restart on that one because, well, that was definitely not a fair start for your leader in Hayden Cardwell. Well, this will make things interesting. Everybody getting waved around the pace truck when the yellow flag had been displayed. So you guys trying to take care of some stuff. Single file restart. Well, that was to be expected. So he's going to jump on the gas early in the middle of turns number 3 and 4, and well, rightly deserves to, because he's the leader. Slide job by Casey, and there was a big moment there because Cardwell was in the wall, and Casey got very, very lucky. 11 to run down into turns 1 and 2. Cardwell trying to knock the fence down. Carmen back there in third position. Fourth, here goes Prescott. Slide job for third. Carmen turns it back underneath him. Now here goes Cardwell. Slide jump for the race lead. Casey crosses underneath. Good racing right now for first and second. And then of course you go back to third, fourth and fifth. Oh, Cardwell, beautiful move at the line. He's got it by half a car length. So if a caution flag was to come out, well, Cardwell would have the lead no matter where they are on the racetrack. Big move by Hayden down into turns 3 and 4. He continues to have the race lead. Here goes Casey. Now these two drivers, yes, they are former teammates, and they are racing hard against one another. Oh, look at the run from Casey, and Casey to the race lead. Oh, that certainly opened up the eyes of Hayden. Prescott back in third position right now. Fourth is Dylan Wilson. Barry Sorensen rounds out the top 5. Slider line from Casey. Cardwell stays low. Prescott, Wilson maybe trying to reel the leaders in right now. Big time move there from Cardwell. But no, it's Casey. 5 laps left to run. Casey sliding himself through turn number 1 and 2. That really opens up the door for the big momentum shift, possibly from the driver, the number 7. Hayden going to stay to the top side, and Jordan Casey will continue to slide himself through turn number 1 and 2 and stay upstairs in turns 3 and 4. He knows that's the line that he has to run. Hayden trying to get a run on the top side, but I think the entry into turn 1 and halfway through turns 1 and 2, it is just so hard to hit. 2 to go, and it's still Casey and Cardwell. Oh, Casey trying that inside line. Here comes Hayden with a run down into turns 3. No. Stays in behind the 42 for the penultimate time. The final lap is here. White flag flies. You know the big slide job's coming. Does he go to the bottom, or does he stay upstairs? He stays upstairs into turns 3. Out of turn number 4. The win goes to Jordan Casey. Second, Cardwell. Oh boy, that was close. Dylan Wilson will grab third. Fourth is going to go to Shad Prescott. Fifth will be Barry Sorensen. Clay Devon 6th. Brett Ladoff 7th. Dylan Fox 8th. 9th is Chris Fisher. Jeff Klopstein 10th. Then we go back and Adam Hommerding, Emery Cloyd, Skinner, Grace, Fazell, McGoldrick, Yarbrough, Yates, Carmen in 20th. Batten, Brickley, Crawford, and Tucker. Boy, oh boy. What a race between Jordan Casey and Hayden. That was just an unbelievable finish. So we're just awaiting the arrival of our top 3. And we're going to go chat to. We've got our first and third place drivers ready to go. But getting the win here tonight in car number 42, and an absolute monster of a drive, it's Jordan Casey. Jordan, congratulations on the victory. Boy, what a race that was, those final 15 laps.
Yeah, it was kind of elbows up with Hayden there. I didn't know if I didn't clear the slider on that first restart, but I went back and looked, and it just looked like he caught the wall and couldn't turn down. So I was wondering why he got in the back of me, but I don't know. It was pretty fun for me. It was kind of elbows up. We were making a little contact here and there, but I just knew I had to run that slider line in 1 and 2 if I wanted to protect. And it was kind of almost just as fast, so I just stuck with that.
Yeah, let's go back to those last sort of 8, 9, 10 laps. That the decision, I should say, to go to that slider line. Obviously, yeah, in 3 and 4, that's where you want those drivers to throw those sliders because you can easily cross underneath and go to the and basically race them to the start finish line with that momentum. So was that obvious? Was that the decision then to block that, not so much block, but protect that line in 1 and 2 to where he couldn't throw that big slider to where it'll be different in 3 and 4.
I think what decided it for me was when I went to go throw it on him one lap and I threw it, I was actually tracking in the green a little bit, so I just stuck with it, and it was a lot safer to run, I think, for me. When I would run the top all the way around 1 and 2, out of 2, it felt like I had just no grip, so I'd right front the backstretch wall every now and then. So it was a lot safer and a lot safer line for me for sure. So I just stuck with it.
All right, well, congratulations, buddy, on this victory here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. A victory well earned, I must say, and we'll let you get out of here and celebrate with your team, and we'll let you thank some sponsors before we let you go.
Yeah, just everybody at D1RT. Been kind of in a slump lately. Yeah, can't win a race, can't finish a race barely. But everybody at D1RT, Eddie Livingston for bringing me on, and who else? You for broadcasting, Stephen with the series. It was fun. Thanks.
All right, Jordan Casey there, home in first place, home in second place tonight in car number 7. Maybe one that just slipped away from him. It is Hayden Carbo. Hayden, congratulations. Second place run here tonight. Boy, it was that race had everything.
Yeah, for sure. It was a crazy race. Congrats to Jordan. Here and there, I feel like we were a little faster, but when he found that slider line, I couldn't really do much. Like you were explaining in the interview, it's hard to throw a slider in 3 and 4, and stay on that line there and keep your momentum. But all in all, it was a fun race, and congrats to all those guys for doing good up front. It was fun.
One restart where you got jumped, you got mauled by the D1RT guys. Obviously, race control wasn't happy with that, threw the yellow immediately. What was going through your mind at that stage when they just sort of cramped you up and you almost fell back to like 4th or 5th there, going down into turn 1?
Yeah, for sure. I was scratching my head if they were gonna let that go, but Steve always makes the right calls. But if we would have got screwed out that way, it's whatever. But luckily, Steve racked us up again, and me and Jordan were able to race it out for the lead there. We made hard contact on the front straight that one time. I didn't mean to kill him, and I slammed the brakes there pretty hard. So no harm. I'm sorry about that, Jordan. But all in all, it was a good race. I feel like I can race those guys pretty clean, but sometimes it gets a little hairy. But it's pretty fun out there.
All right, well, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here and let you celebrate. We'll let you thank some sponsors as well before we let you go.
Yeah, just can't thank all the boys at Bad Racing for everything they do. Can't thank Dustin with the rap. Everything that you all do with the broadcast. Brett, you do a heck of a job, dude. Keep it up. Everybody at Steve with World of Thunder means a lot, guys. Thank you.
All right, Hayden Cardwell there, home in second place tonight. Home in third place tonight. Another podium for this man here tonight, and well, he had to do it the hard way once again from 18th up to position number 3. Dylan Wilson. Dylan, congratulations. Third place run. You had this car digging on the bottom side, and well, maybe had there been a late caution that you might have had something for these drivers.
Yeah, it's always easier to get to start right with them. That way you can kind of feel out what they're doing and make your adjustments based on what they're doing. So unfortunately, we started from the back, and by the time I got up to where I was able to run the top, I really didn't know how to run it. So we were about the same speed, but I could never really find any advantage once I got it. Once I got up there with them guys in the top 3.
Obviously, all drivers on the same setup. It makes it difficult, to try and find that extra speed. It all has to come back down to the driver and what the racetrack does. How difficult is that, or how easy is that from a driver's point of view, from when you've got to come from the back, when you got drivers that are just as fast as what you are?
Mentally, it's a lot easier for me knowing everybody's on the same set, because if you get beat, it came down to driver, and who ran the best race. But with setups, you tend to believe that somebody had a better setup, you know, when it's open set. So mentally, it's a peace of mind thing, you know, to be able just to focus on taking advantage of another driver's weakness instead of maybe trying to beat them and a good setup at the same time, you know.
Well, second time you're on the podium here tonight for the World of Thunder Super Late Models and then the UMP. So we'll let you get to celebrating this third place finish here tonight. And once again, before we let you go, of course, sponsored on this race car, who makes the wheels turn on this ADD machine?
Oh, man, I think you could give this speech better than I could. Thanks to D1RT, thanks to Tub, thanks to you guys for broadcasting, and Stephen McMillan for putting this deal on.
All right, good job, buddy.
Thank you. See you around.
And we go, Dylan Wilson, they're home in third spot here tonight, and that'll wrap us up from the Limaland Motorsports Park for the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series. Yes, we're a little behind schedule, but that is just due to because we had an extra race up our sleeves for the Super Late Models Series. And congratulations goes to Jordan Casey, your winner here tonight from the Limaland Motorsports Park. Again, a big shout out to the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways, dirtfan.com, World of Thunder Racing League, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy. If you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on their social media pages. Keep up to date with what they've got going on throughout their websites as well. And of course, if you haven't done so already, head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Hit that subscribe button. Again, we are closing in on the 900 mark, and then our next goal will be at 1,000. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in about probably 30 to 35 minutes time. So until then, guys, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, and everybody that makes this all possible, we say farewell and good night.